Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Libra for next year, 2021, the year of the bull. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is taking care of themselves. Please remember that this is a general reading. There will be parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Libra. Again, this is for 2021. In the past position, we have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Page of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Hermit, clarified by the Hierophant. In the advice from Spirit position, we have the World, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In the first half of 2021, we have Three of Cups, clarified by the Sun. And in the second part of 2021, we have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Now, in the past position, we have the Seven of Swords, which is an interesting card because it gets interpreted differently by different people. Some believe that the Seven of Swords is actually a good card, even though deceit, element of deceit is part of it, because the seeker in this case realizes that they have to overcome a challenge, and the only way they can do that and protect their own interests and do things to their advantage is by sneaking away with Five Swords while leaving Two Swords behind. So quote unquote trying to be fair, if you know what I mean. But the Seven of Swords, it's a card that usually carries a little bit of disloyalty with it. It could, for some, mean a little bit of betrayal, even though, people have different views on betrayal. Definitely, it's a card of making a decision to move forward. And sometimes, like I said, the only way that a person can move forward is through a little bit of deceit. Otherwise, they take some loss. Number 7, from the Seven of Swords, suggests that you are finding a way, or you found a way in the past to overcome challenges and succeed as well. It's interesting that it's clarified by the Page of Cups, because the pages are messengers, and it could signify that there was an opportunity that you saw and you took. It could signify that there was some piece of good news that you noticed and you decided to sort of pursue. Nevertheless, the Seven of Swords is one of those cards that suggests, there may be things down the road. If something is based on deception, ultimately it's not going to work, because the deception ultimately is going to present itself in the most inopportune moment, which of course may create problems down the road. And we see that we have the Ten of Swords reversed here at the end of the reading, if you will. But definitely the Seven of Swords is a card of conflict. It's a card of going behind someone's back or someone going behind your back. But the foundation of it is not very solid. And that kind of reflects that sort of sets the tone for the rest of the year, if you will. In the obstacle position, we have two major arcana cards. They are the Hermit and the Hierophant. Definitely, it's not good to have major arcana cards in the obstacle position, and it seems that you will be lacking a little bit of wisdom throughout 2021, which then suggests to me you will not be making really solid, good, long-term decisions that ultimately last, results of which you see after 5 years, after 10 years, and whatnot. But the Hermit in the obstacle position is a major arcana card that suggests you may have lots of knowledge, but little wisdom. wisdom. You may be feeling like you're pushing people away as a result of deception. The core of the Hermit card, he wants to kind of be alone because he is not trusting, the energies that are around him. He doesn't possess the wisdom, and so he's trying to understand his emotions and his thoughts and actions and past patterns perhaps as well. Definitely the Hermit is a card that is a reminder from the divine that you want to trust in yourself first and foremost, and that trust is usually developed over years. That trust is usually developed over different relationships, over different circumstances where your limitations are kind of tested and you sort of realize things you're good at, things you're not so good, and you can naturally see, deception rather than authenticity. Now, it's clear the Hermit is clarified by the Hierophant, which is really interesting. The Hierophant is very powerful. He is not as powerful as the Emperor, but he's pretty powerful because he's the fifth card in the Major Arcana. And the Hierophant is all about traditional and conservative values, if you will. And so when you have it in the obstacle position, it could suggest that you are a little bit lacking in the traditional values, or that your traditional values are outdated and are working against you. Because, especially in 2020, the pace of change around the world and in our everyday life as well has changed drastically. It could be that you are still kind of stuck in the past 5, 10, 15 years, whereas things that hold value these days are a little bit different. Or the way they are perceived is a little bit different. But definitely the Hierophant in the obstacle position suggests that you may be listening to the wrong advice, listening to people that don't really have the expertise to tell you. You ultimately have the answer. You ultimately are that unique, amazing human being. So it is just a matter of sorting through different feelings and different vibrations and different perspectives in order to find that authentic, correct answer. And listening to others may make you go down the wrong path. Definitely it's important to meditate. It's important to focus and know yourself rather than and not investigate things for yourself, not ask questions, not sort of sometimes it's people don't want to ask questions because it creates an awkward situation. It's important to investigate things for yourself so you understand what is the best choice in any given situation. It definitely suggests that you may be a little bit disappointed feeling as a result of having a Hierophant in your reading, or it could be that others feel a little bit disappointed by you. As there's always that duality. The advice from Spirit, interestingly enough, is the World card. And the World card suggests that you may be lacking a little bit of faith in yourself because people see you as an expert in a certain field. It could be that you are really good at making a home. It could be that you're really good at working on a project. But people definitely see that you have knowledge and that you have wisdom, which has quite a lot of value. The World as an advice card suggests that you may want to tie up loose ends as you are nearing a completion of a cycle, and as a result, a new cycle will begin, which will bring new rewards, new challenges, but definitely make sure that you tie up anything that may be still needs your attention, and prepare for a strong finish. Now, in the clarifying position, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a really wonderful card to have, suggesting that you're moving in the right direction of getting, resources that you need. Nine of Pentacles is all about luxury. Nine of Pentacles is all about sort of sophistication, refined things, expensive things. It's steady progress. It's feeling calm and good, not being stressed out, like you would be with these swords that you may have. But definitely Nine of Pentacles is an advice that suggests continue sticking to the task at hand, and you will remain and come out even better than you already are. As we see in the first part of 2021, we have the Three of Cups clarified by the Sun, which is a really wonderful combination. It's a card of family, friends, joy, celebration, happiness. I mean, these people are celebrating, they're raising their cups, they're happy, they're joyous, they're content, they have a reason to celebrate. So definitely in the first part of 2021, you're going to have a relatively smooth time, and you're going to be excited, and you're going to be optimistic, and you're going to want to socialize, and perhaps it's going to be the end of COVID season, if you will, and as a result, people are going to come together and reconnect the way they haven't connected in a while. But definitely there's a lot of kind of fun, uplifting energy in the first part of 2021. In the second part of 2021, unfortunately, we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position clarified by the Two of Pentacles, and that suggests definitely anxiety, suggests tension. Swords are a suit of, they like to meddle, and so it could be that other people are poking you with their sharp tongues, saying things, criticizing you. It seems that over the summer things kind of wear off, and this incredible high vibration energy kind of wears off, and then anxiety is going to set in a little bit, where you may find yourself juggling priorities, where you may find yourself being emotionally over, kind of feeling happy, then the next moment feeling sad. Definitely the Ten of Swords with the Two of Pentacles suggests that you may have money worries a little bit as a result of perhaps unexpected expenses, but the Ten of Swords reversed definitely suggests lack of progress and not wanting to move forward with something. It could be that you are nearing a completion of a cycle and you don't want to complete that cycle. You are trying to sort of delay the completion of it, because that means people get older and people move on to their next stages of their life, and sometimes that can be quite difficult. Definitely, it could be that you're not, that you're feeling, a lot of anxiety and tension because you're not meditating enough, because you're not developing that inner voice that, kind of holds fast and holds strong, and gives you that power and knowledge in the next day, if you will. The Two of Pentacles suggests that you may feel emotionally, strained. Your relationships with others could be a little bit strained as a result of, financial difficulties or whatnot. But let's see if I can clarify some of this with the three energy oracle cards that I pulled. And they are, the four energy oracle cards that I pulled. And they are indecision. We have appreciation, Goddess of the Moon, and patience. Definitely, these are really strong messages from the divine. Patience will see you through. Patience is something that wise people have. They realize that there's always the right time for everything. And so if it hasn't happened, then it's not the right time, because, only a happy ending waits for you. In the indecision card, we do see that the divine here suggests don't take too long of a time trying to decide on which direction you want to go in, because that will be costly for you. And we see that in the Hermit as well as the Hierophant a little bit, that there is a little bit of an indecision, not knowing what to do next. And the Ten of Swords in reverse could suggest that you are, not wanting to accept something, fighting that change, delaying the completion, because you don't want to start the news cycle. Once you do start the news cycle, it's going to be incredible. And be grateful for what you have. That's what the appreciation card is all about. You may not feel like you have a lot, but others who don't have as much as you do certainly, recognize that you are very, very well taken care of. So it's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of feeling the attitude of gratitude and being grateful. And, when you feel the attitude of gratitude, it helps you manifest bigger, brighter things, bigger, brighter future as well. And definitely the Goddess of the Moon suggests that you want to connect with your intuition, listen to the inner voice, see with eyes that are in your heart rather than in your head. And that requires wisdom. So it does seem like you will be developing and focusing on wisdom. It does seem like you in 2021 will have some growing pains, which can be a little bit difficult, but you're moving in the right direction. You do have a lot of positive cards. You have the World, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Sun. I mean, the Sun is amazing. It minimizes negative impact of the Ten of Swords and increases the positive impact of the Three of Cups. The Sun is a really powerful, bright card, and it brings hope and energy and optimism. It brings good omen. It brings good omen to your career. It brings good omen to your family. It just, it's a really uplifting card, and to have it in your reading is a really wonderful gift from the divine. Let's see what answers from angels I pulled, and I think I can reach those. We have wait with an exclamation point, helpful people, communicate clearly, and ask your angels. Definitely the divine wants you to reach out. Definitely the divine wants you to reach out to people that can provide support as well. It seems that your homework for the next foreseeable future requires in communicating. And Libras definitely communicate quite well, but it seems that sometimes you don't reach out. So definitely make sure to take that step and reach out and communicate and be assertive. State what it is that you're looking for, trying to achieve, so that people can help you move in the right direction. And as we know, there will be a bit of a delays in things, especially towards the second part of 2021. It seems that the universe is realigning itself. Things are changing because the universe always kind of lines things up in the best way possible for you. So definitely there's a little bit of wait period that's coming. That's why you got the patience card. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled for guidance for us. And we've got sensuality, express your sensuality, cheer up, live in the moment. We've got enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth, and potential. Think big for your future. Definitely the divine is reminding you to really be grateful for things that you do have in your life. So when you have those tense moments, it's important to live in the moment and focus on what is right in front of you rather than dwell in the past or keep obsessing over the future. Make sure that you use creativity. Make sure that you show the vulnerable side as well, as it that will, strengthen the relationships you have with your family members as well as with your friends, because sometimes we don't show that side of us, especially when things get routine and we're in the daily grind. So it's definitely important to explore different sides of our personalities and our character. And make sure, again, with the Enlightenment, it's all about the Hermit and the Hierophant, focusing on getting to know your inner voice and making it feel stronger and listening to it and really digging deep to understand your, even subconscious desires and subconscious knowledge that you may not have access to during the day. So usually those get tapped in either at night when you're sleeping or during meditation as well. And definitely explore the potential, because the divine here says that you've overlooked something. There is something in your future that is really bright and that is really going to have a huge effect on you. So make sure that you definitely use your creative side. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Libra. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.